We come from Bijarenga, northwest in WA, 32,000 square kilometers of Gerard coastal and Bidda desert.
These are satellite images taken by the Australian Air Force as they flew across Karajarri country and the Great Sandy Desert after the war. So these ones from 1974. You can see very clearly the patterns and fire scars from the old people burning on country. And we had an honours student, Ed, trace around each of these scars and estimate the age and the size of each of the scars from 1947. And then we're able to compare them to the fire scars that we get on NAFI today. So these are the digitised fire scars from 1947, and it's compared to the 2020 NAFI fire scars. And you can see there's a few differences that really stand out. Firstly, that in 1947 they had a lot of smaller, patchier burns. And yes, the burns were smaller, there was a lot more of them, and you can really see the good work the old people were doing on country. And whereas in 2020 it tends to be like one or two large fires that come through and burn a lot of the country. That's one difference. And then also all the white patches that you can see in 1947 are the 5+ year. So there was a lot more kind of unburnt older vegetation as well because they did such a good job protecting those places. So yeah, we have a target, and that's we want to get the country looking back to how the old people used to have it, the right way fire. So yeah, that's definitely what we're trying to get to.
So last year we were lucky to be supported by the IDA to do aerial burn across Karajarri country, as is the big country that is hard to get out on the bitter country. We had 1 helicopter flight and 3 plane flights. This is the first flight we did with the helicopter. As you can see, that's all the IPA area, and the green bit are the fire scar we did last year. And we did 2 flights in May, so one just off from Bijarenga and the next one off from Broome. And then we had a last run in June trying to patch together the fire scars that we did in May.
In May, 2 of our neighboring ranger groups, Nyangumara and Yaru, also some of our high school students, came out on a camping trip helping us ground burn around 2 of our outstations. Was really good teamwork and communication. On the right is an aerial view of Rollout Station. We done an awesome job. The owners were pleased with the end results.
So we wanted to know how our fire has been impacting our plants and animals. So rangers have been doing biodiversity surveys out in the desert areas, in areas where we've been burning, trapping, setting up pitfall traps to get small mammals, lizards and snakes in all the different kind of ages of vegetation that we've done out there. And so it was a 3-year project, and we kind of got the results last year, and that was that different animals prefer different habitat types. Some really like and are only found in the recently burnt patches, whereas other ones kind of really like the older spinifex, and some like the ones in between. So in order to look after all of our plants and animals, we need to create lots of patchy fire like our old people, and then we can have habitat for all of the animals. So at the workshop, our elders were like, well, we want to know what happens to the big animals and the bush tucker plants and how our fire's impacting them. So that took us to last year.
Oh, wait, sorry. So we helicoptered out to 30 different sites on our RPA area to put out camera traps in the areas of the right-way fire, and we did put some in the wrong-way fire. The right-way fire is being like how the old people used to do small fire patch around, and the wrong-way fire is like when 1 or 2 big fires had come through. But we are very excited to pick up camera traps up very soon to compare what animals in both of those sites.
Thank you.